Welcome back, Space Marines, to Against the Moon. Or welcome for the first time if you're just joining us. This is Against the Moon, the full game. It comes out tomorrow, the 24th of September. I'm looking at a review copy here. Again, this is a sponsored playthrough. I'm going to give you guys 2 or probably 3 episodes before the game comes out, so you can check out whether you like it or not. And we'll be going for the full playthrough with daily updates throughout the coming weeks, and we'll see how far we can take the story here. I'm not going to cover too much of the story. We did that in the prologue about a week ago, I think. And then we will just dive right in here. So the first thing I noticed when I opened is that we have a resource down here and a laboratory where we can go in and research. I'm not sure if this is because I did the prologue or what, but it might be that way. It seems like a collection of different units and powers. And I'm assuming that this is how we unlock cards. I'm going to click the research then. As always, this is a blind playthrough in as much as I've played the prologue, but nothing else. We unlock the volatile barrage. Deal 1 damage to all creatures in the target squad. Alright, we saw that one in the tutorial, so alright, we can research again and it becomes more expensive. I don't see why I wouldn't spend these resources right now. So, Glob Warp. Summon Corrupted Glob. XX, where X is equal to the amount of Luma plus 1. Use all Luma. Oh. That's cool. Corrupted Glob. 5 then? Ego Collision. Target minion gains plus 1 attack and fights with the creature in mirrored position. I see. Very cool. For 1 energy. 1 Luma. And Aetherius again. Aetherius? I thought I had that one already. Okay, so apparently we don't have exactly the same things unlocked as we did in the tutorial, the prologue. Saroma Law. Target minion gains plus 3 attack until the end of turn. Okay. But 2 Luma. Quant. Interesting. For 1 energy, 1 Luma, you get a 1 health with 2 attack with script recall. Now recall, I can't read about it right here, but that would seem to me that it goes back in your hand after the turn. So you never lose this unit, unless it dies before then. Very interesting. Research. Suppressive Fire. Deal 4 damage to all creatures in the target squad. Diffusive. Diffusive means that it expands, or whatever you want to call it. It goes into like a separate discard pile, trash pile, that is not coming back. Otherwise, discard pile in this game gets reshuffled into your deck again when you empty your deck, as you're doing most card games. Dogma Declaration. Stun target minion for 2 energy, 2 Luma. 12 then. Alright, we'll keep going. I'm gonna spend the whole thing, and maybe we'll get punished for it later, but I want to unlock as much stuff as we can, and this cannot be bad. New Magicka 3 Luma Rapid Mutagen. Stun target minion. At the start of your next turn, minion gets plus 8 attack until the end of turn. Oh. Interesting. So you stun a minion. You can probably choose an enemy minion if you just want to get the stun, but if you do it to your own, you get plus 8 attack in the next turn. We unlocked an achievement for massive research. Heck yeah, I'm already a pro at this game. Research 10 powers in Architect Lab. Alright, this is a 3 Luma Architectus Seal. Activate ultimate of the target Authority. Use all energy. Diffusive. Alright, so you go around the otherwise required energy cost, but you do use all energy you might have stored, so it's like a shortcut to firing off on ultimate, and it's diffusive. Okay. Claim. Research. Deep Quant. 0 cost with script recall, and the initiation deals 1 damage to Furo's leader, but with 0 Luma cost. This is way better. This is probably the upgrade, which means that if I hadn't researched into this one by accident, I would not have been able to upgrade the Quant into the Deep Quant at all, probably, right? So, like this one here, this Soul, we cannot get this upgrade to him, and this is a Golem, clearly an upgrade of the Soul. I haven't checked all these cards. We will find them as we play through the game, I'm sure. Now we cannot research anymore. Let's start the mission. Alright, and apparently there's more to click here. We have done the prologue. What is a Monstro? Story about new Architectus Ultori, heroism, monstrosity, and burden of the truth. It's a scenario. And here we have a Luma run. Alright. No scenario rules. Reward for 20. You get 25 of these research points. Rewards 25 here, and it unlocks various stuff. I think we should just go for a scenario then. Scenario rules. Arcs, our sarcophagus is fully healed after each battle. Preset group of Ultori. Ability to replay lost battles. Alright. That sounds good. Maybe I'll do one scenario and then I want to go for like a full run, but let's just see what a scenario looks like. Oh, there's no voiceover. No. Alright. Arcs, the Empress, God Empress city of mankind, says the roots of my ancient form extend far beyond the city's walls. Maintenance missions are vital, yes, but also dangerous, and this one was no exception. This is something that I caught when I watched my own prologue back. She is like a sentient city, so she's the manifestation of the city here in the background, as far as I am understanding at this point. In the middle of the second shift, a huge swarm of Furos Mavrosi descended upon the construction site. The assault had been well planned and completely bypassed our sensors. Our only hope was the Ultori Sophia and Galdir, those who stand between the Foros and what's left of humanity. They are my space marines, and they shall know no fear. Sophia says, Foros, Galdir, we must defend these civilians. The city guard has already deployed reinforcements. They should arrive at any time. Monks form up on the front line. Alright. Oh, we get... See, this is actually something I was wondering about, because we were supposed to be like humans training other, I'm calling them space marines, whatever, to defend humanity, and so far in the prologue, everything I played was monsters. But now we have human minions on the field. We have a Remoro monk, diffusive minion. Diffusive minion, whenever destroyed or discarded, this minion is completely removed from the battle. Interesting. Protection grants immunity to a single source of damage. Okay. So, they don't do much else, but they give us a little bit of a blade of armor up front. And so, protection is interesting because it. When first I read of that ability, you would think that it blocked all the damage, but it takes up as much as they have health and would have taken in damage. That is removed from the incoming damage of that lane, and then the rest is passed on. So just to clarify, this guy is doing 2 damage right now. He has 1 health and would take 1 damage if he didn't have the protection. He does not take the damage, but the rest of the damage still goes on and damages Sophia in the background, same as happening on this lane here. 5 is going on even though 6 were coming in. So there you go. We have a behemoth on the field for the enemy. When there are 3 or more behemoths on the battlefield, gain 5 attack, 5 HP, and corruption. Corruption means that they all die at the end of the next turn, but by then we are probably dead. So, behemoths bad. Behemoths bad. A newbie. Status is corrupted. Corrupted. This creature will be destroyed at the beginning of the next turn, so we don't even have to kill these guys. Interesting. And what do we have here at the bottom? A new thing. The Tartalo. It costs 5 health, 3 attack. Script Ultori in the same squad game plus 1 HP. Script means that it activates in every turn. And something that we need to test is, at least I don't remember, is whether that happens like at the start of the round or at the end of the round, before attacks, and so on and so forth. This is something we need to locate where in the action sequence that takes place. The enemy is an Usar's wave with no special ability. We have the rage cannon on arcs. Galdia can do stunning, and Sophia can do discard hand and draw 5 powers, powers being cards. Alright, we have 6 Luma, which is the mana, and now I think we are getting ready to play. Now the Aetherius here is one of my favorites because it gives us more Luma per turn, and it looks like we can use it. So 3 and 3 would probably be a fine play. I'm thinking like they might let this lane just be. These two will kill themselves, which means this one's already dying, but this one will die on its own, and then we don't have to spend anything attacking it. Then next turn we gotta attack the behemoths, but if they want to deploy more behemoths, they could do it in this lane, I suppose. But if it goes in up here, that means that if I just deploy units in that lane, now we have a lot of pressure in this lane specifically. And I think that is an interesting idea. The strategy of this game is kind of interesting. I don't think I've been talking about that too much, but I really feel like it's pretty unique. I haven't really seen a lot of this kind of specifically like this combat system. We see a lot of like card games, but with this kind of board, and the enemies here spawn just enemies randomly, which is kind of hard to wrap your mind around. We can't, unless we play the same scenario again, we don't really know what enemies will do ever, which is kind of interesting. It does seem somewhat random, but I'm sure it's scripted, at least for the scenario here. So here we have a Bestia. Abilities, script, gain 2 attack and 1 HP, and corruption. So then they die next turn. I am not sure how to read this then. Hold on. So do the question then on my mind is, does script happen before attacking? Because then they would attack with 9 in this row right now, but then also die in the same round because they gain corruption. So that's probably not how that works. I think script happens after attacking. Probably at the start of the next turn, but then... but before cards are played then. It's kind of hard to nail down right now, but we are losing these two here, and I don't think I can do anything about it. The good news is that we are destroying all of these guys, so they won't get to grow with that in the script. Same with this guy, right? He's dying, yes. And here we need to overload this lane if I don't want this Bestia to grow. And I think that's fine. We could probably do something like that. We've got a Tartalo, which I like. Oh, but it boosts Ultori in the same squad, and if I put it down here, but there's no Ultori being our 2 heroes. We have a shield drone here. If I throw it down here, we will still lose the front guy because it's only 3 shields, but it's probably a decent idea either way. So like that. And then I would have thrown in a Tartalo. Well, then I should have put the Tartalo here in front to be the tank. Even though it's only one attack. He would do better up here to start boosting, but Galdi doesn't need the help. We will hopefully never need to spend 7 or 5 health on these guys, and just overloading this lane a little bit and starting to hurt the behemoths here sounds like a good idea to me. So now we're clearing everything except the behemoths, and we're still damaging their leader. What is this thing now? And what is this? Okay. Yet more Furies are approaching our position. This is a full-scale assault. Goddess, are we within range of the city artillery? Yes, you may use Luma charges for targeting. So now we're getting some scripted events here. Arc's Barrage. Deal 5 damage to target minion. Diffusive. Huh. That doesn't seem super great. For one Luma, it's pretty good, I suppose. Alright. And they put down another behemoth. These guys are killing themselves, but they're already dying, so it doesn't matter. What is this here? Luma Converter. Corruption. Initiation deals 2 damage to arcs. So it kills itself, it deals damage to me, but then what? It comes in with 3/3, so it's like a little tank, and it deals 3 damage, which is quite nice. You could put it here. We're taking, what, 6 incoming here? So right now we're losing Sophia, and we don't want to do that, obviously. We could also put a Tatalo in that lane. We do both. God is taking 5. Not a big deal. But I'm thinking this one here. And then you in front. And then Sophia will start gaining health. Which is gonna be great. Oh, we only have to survive 5 turns. We don't even have to kill them. But still, overloading the lanes with damage will help us clear the enemies, if nothing else. Or incoming, okay. What is this here? Remoro Tactic. Attack of target minion reduced by 1. There goes symbol, draw 2 powers. Okay. Well now, it's kind of, we didn't really align it up well. The behemoths here, they have 6 and 7 health, so we could kill them by dropping both. Oh, an Echo would kill 1 then. In this position here, it would. I think I didn't consider that with this other Echo when I put it down, that I could have attacked the minion with it on initiation. We're taking 6 in the top lane, so we're losing Galdia right now. An Echo would do well there, and then maybe the defense drone. Muro Tactic. We're losing these 2 and taking 3 on Sophia. Losing the bottom lane again. Tricky. Tricky. I think we will have to defend up in the top lane. Still losing him, so then I would put a shield drone in front. And then we can't do much else, but one Luma could be spent on this one over here, and that will kill it. Not this turn. Or, well, yeah, in this turn on attack. Here. Getting rid of 1 behemoth. Alright, survive 3 more turns. Should be doable. Got another Luma converter. We need to kill these beastias in the turn that they drop. Otherwise they'll get stronger, so the Luma converter is the only way I see that happening right now. Target minion gains +3 attack until the end of turn. Oh, we could have used that for something maybe. And then in mid lane here, we can defend by dropping the Ethereals in front. Attack of target minion reduced by 1. Arc's Barrage. We have, what, 2 more Luma. We could also draw more cards. We are clearing everything on their side now. But we could lower incoming damage with the Remoro tactic. I'll play the Theoric symbol here just to draw some cards, and we got another Luma converter that we can then save the mid lane Ethereals with. That might not be the best play. Oh, we've also got the ultimate on Galdia, But we can say that for next turn, maybe. We've basically beaten this turn. We're clearing everything. Taking one less damage would be fine. Alright. Survive 2 turns. Which is very doable. This one in bottom lane maybe, or this one in bottom lane, and then this one goes up here. Yeah. Clearing everything. Now also healing our guy here. So it definitely happens at the start of turns before cards are even played. That's where the scripting takes place. It just happened here. Duly noted. Alright, they summon 2 behemoths, which means next turn we will see probably see a third, which is bad then, but I think we will live here. I think the only thing we have to keep alive is arcs. I don't know if there's any punishment for losing the oratory in the fights. In the prologue there wasn't any. We can kill that one frontliner there, and then we'll take way less damage in this lane, not losing Galgia then. And then in bottom lane, we might as well do some protection. We can do these 2. No, we can only do 1. They will kill themselves, so I'm thinking of putting the Ethereals here as like a long game play, making sure we have 7 Luma for next turn. Combo Master Achievement. What was that for? Play 6 or more powers during a single turn. Did we really do that? Oh, okay. Reinforcements have arrived. I see. Win the battle. I think we can do that. We can do an ultimate. Stun everyone on their side. Not everyone. Three random units were stunned. And then I think we just click in turn. Okay then. Oh, we didn't even win that turn. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Down it goes. Okay, so it's not just survive for 6 turns, we did have to win after. Which is a fair observation for... This one was obviously very easy once we survived the first turns, but then there was more after the fact. Alright, Galdir says, they took prisoners this time. We have to pursue, and quickly. I sense multiple human auras moving southeast. Leave the city guard to finish securing the site. We must save our people. Get a metacube and an arcana cell. Claim. Alright, fair enough. And I forget what these things do, but we will surely soon learn. What is this? Arcana cell. Add one of the 3 powers to your deck, and we can maybe re-roll it. We can get a kinetic shell. Target Otori gain +1 attack, protection, and sets HP to 1. Well, we don't start with it. This is our current deck. It's pretty slim. I like the Tartalos. Any kind of things with script, that's my jam. Got the Aetheros. And we can get another Tartalo. Or another Theurgo symbol. A kinetic shell. We only have one Theurgo symbol. Let's see, for deck balance, I'm thinking we would take the Theurgo symbol first. Card draw. Might be hard to come by. And now we are getting new mutations on other things. So, like, for example, the scout drone being, the tactical drone here being a favorite of mine, coming in with generating shields every turn, basically generating 2 health for you every turn in that lane, which is fantastic. Can I go back? Oh no, I cannot undo. I can click here. We can get a Wendigo. Initiation deals 2 damage to enemy in mirror position, but now we are upgrading the cost. It is fair to note that we upgrade the cost. The Tartalo can upgrade into initiation. All Ultori gain 2 HP. Alright. So then you have to think, do we usually activate the script on the normal Tartalo 4 times, right? Because we only have 2 Ultoris. Probably not. So the Jotun here is definitely good. It has the same stats. It does the thing immediately, which is nice. But it does cost 1 more energy. Luma. The Atheros 7 here, upgrade to the Atheros, is very interesting because it comes in with 0 attack then, but generates more Luma. The Luma Converter can be a Luma Defacer, Corruption still. Whenever Arx takes damage, remove Corruption. Oh wow, okay, but then now it costs 4. So it can stay on the board as long as we are taking damage from other sources, which could be other Luma Converters, I think. And then my question is, would it remove Corruption indefinitely? Or will... See, if it moves to Corruption indefinitely, then really good. Otherwise, do we have to take damage every turn to keep it on the board? That's a little more tricky. But still, 4 Luma for 6/4? That is the best unit we have then. Actually, I was gonna get the tactical drone, but I'll get the Luma Defacer for that. Mutate. And then, if nothing else, we can do the combo if we have both of them in hand. Play the Luma Defacer, then take damage with the Luma Converter to keep the Luma Defacer on the board. And now we have another mutated thing, so I will get the tactical drone as well. Good. Then what do we do? Arcana, Ultori upgrade. No Ultori upgrade points, alright. And then we move on the map here. The beasts have split into 2 groups. There's only 1 sarcophagus, so we must stay together. I'll command a city guard detachment to pursue the second band. Okay, does that mean they're gonna split up then, despite what she just said? Arx HP 5? Oh, does that carry over? No. That is a modifier on this scenario down here, I see. Metacube 2, which we got, yeah. Remove power 2. I don't know what that means. What is power? Maybe Lumaflow? Sounds like it must be Lumaflow that goes down every turn. Arx HP 5, starting hand 1. Metacube 1 over here. Starting hand 1 there. Lumaflow 1. So this one gives me a metacube. This one up here seems to be... Oh, it removes 2 powers. I think that means that in here you can remove 2... it might be upgrades so that you get 5 Arx X HP after the winning this one here. That's probably what it is. It's rewards all the way. And then you get 1 more card into your starting hand going forward. I think that's what it must mean then. And a metacube over here. So we go. I don't know if I want to remove 2 powers. So this is definitely better. Start event. A small group. Let's crush them quickly. We have to shield the prisoners. Use the power from my sarcophagus to defend the humans, my child. Win the battle. Prisoners must survive. This is a prisoner, a human prisoner. Oh boy. Well, I think this is a good place to cut the episode and say thank you guys for watching. We will continue this and leave it as a bit of a cliffhanger here, and then, like I said, there's probably going to be at least two episodes out today, and then 1 tomorrow, and we'll continue go with 1 every day from then on. So see you then, folks, and